Title: The Magical Quest for Number 3. Scene: a vibrant, colorful classroom filled with young students eagerly seated at their desks. The teacher, Mrs. Johnson, enters the room holding a large, mystical-looking book. Mrs. Johnson: Good morning, class. Today we embark on a magical quest to discover the wonders of Number 3. Are you ready? Students, excitedly: Yes, Mrs. Johnson. Scene transition. The classroom transforms into a whimsical forest with talking animals and enchanted trees. Mrs. Johnson: Our journey begins here in the enchanted forest. Meet our guide, Mr. Owl. Mr. Owl: Hoo! Welcome, young learners. Number 3 is special and full of surprises. Let's find out why. Scene transition. The students follow Mr. Owl through the forest, encountering various creatures along the way. Student 1: Look, Mrs. Johnson, there are 3 bunnies hopping together. Mrs. Johnson: Fantastic! That's an example of Number 3 in action. It's a number that loves to come in threes. Scene transition. The students arrive at a magical pond. Student 2: Mrs. Johnson, what's that shimmering in the water? Mrs. Johnson: That, my dear, is a trio of friendly fish. 3 is a harmonious number. It brings balance and joy. Scene transition. The students reach a clearing where 3 playful monkeys swing from tree to tree. Student 3: Mrs. Johnson, I noticed that there are 3 monkeys. Are there any more Number 3 surprises? Mrs. Johnson: Absolutely. Look around you. The trees in this forest often have 3 branches, symbolizing growth and unity. Scene transition. The students approach a mysterious door at the end of the forest. Student 4: Mrs. Johnson, what lies beyond that door? Mrs. Johnson: That's a secret for now. But remember, Number 3 has taught us about harmony, balance, and togetherness. Let's open the door and find out together. Scene transition. The door swings open, revealing a grand celebration filled with music, laughter, and 3-tiered cakes. Mrs. Johnson: Surprise! We've arrived at the Grand 3's Day Festival. It's a joyous celebration of everything Number 3 represents. Students, cheering: Hooray for Number 3! Closing scene. The students dance and celebrate, surrounded by the magic of Number 3. Mrs. Johnson: And so our magical quest comes to an end. Remember, my dear students, the wonders of Number 3 are all around us. Let's embrace its magic and spread the joy of 3s wherever.